Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to your own channel Midu Study. I am your friend Ashutosh from IIM Indore, and friends, as we all know, Midu Study is your own channel, your one-stop management solution in which we discuss various management topics and subjects in a very simple manner. Friends, we have different modules. As you know, we have videos on marketing, on human resource management, operations, on OB, and as well as on strategy. Today's video, my dear friends, is video number 4 in our operations management module. We have been getting a lot of good response on our OM previous videos, and there was demand to build this module further. And at Midu Study, our subscribers and our viewers response or demand is prime for us. So today we are bringing the next video in this session in which we discuss about location planning methods. Friends, in our previous videos, we have already discussed that there are various factors which are important for selection of a plant location. It can be the availability of labor, availability of raw material, various legislations in place, various other factors, transportation cost and what all. But as a planner, if you are given an option that for your people who are there in the supply chain department, they would know that many times they have to plan a new plant or a new depot, a new RDC for their company. So how to do that? How to take that location decision? For that, there are various methods which we will discuss along with examples in today's videos. Top 4 methods are factor rating, center of gravity, load distance and transportation. Among them, first 3 are the main ones used. We will discuss them with examples. Let us begin, my dear friends. First method is known as factor rating method. In factor rating method, what we do, see, as a name suggests, factor plus rating. So we need to identify the factors and then we need to rate them. First of all, identify and list all relevant factors for location decisions. We have already discussed some of the factors to be considered. So one can choose those factors or add new depending upon your industry. So if you are into, suppose, an industry which is very heavily dependent on raw material, so naturally your plant should be located more towards that raw material area to the extent possible. I mean, it cannot be exactly near it, but to the nearest, what law permits, what feasibility permits. So for each there will be weight. Then establish relative importance of each factor in final decision. So in final decisions, how each factor is important, that we need to see. Out of scale of 0 to 100, we give that. Then we use this weighted score and then we rate the performance of each location. You rate the performance of each location on that scale and then compute the total score of each location. Compute that total score and list them in descending order. So ideal will be, if feasibility permits, first to be selected. If not, then go for second. If not, then next, and so on. Let us discuss this with example and it will be very clear to you. So see, we have to select a site. There are 3 sites which have been shortlisted. Amongst these 3 sites, here are 7 factors. For example, labor pool and climate, proximity to supplier, wage rate, community environment, proximity to customer, shipping modes, air service. Now, each site from 0 to 100 score has been given. For example, let me give you how to read this table. So, for labor pool and climate, out of 100, site 1 gets score of 80, site 2 gets score of 65, site 3 gets 90, site 3 is most favorable. But just because of this, we cannot decide that which factor to give importance. That is why we have this weightage. So out of 100%, 30%, 0.3 means 30%. 30% weightage is for labor pool and climate, 20% to proximity of suppliers, so forth and so forth. Now, to calculate a weighted score for each point, what we do, for example, weighted score for labor pool and climate for site 1. Go to labor pool and climate, site 1. Score is 80, weight is 0.3. 80 into 0.3 to 24. So score should be 24. Correct? We plot 24 here. Let me take another example for you. For example, take example of proximity to customer. It has 0.1 weightage. 0.1 weightage, and for site 2 example, score is 90. So weighted score will be 90 into 0.1, it will be 9. So like this, populate all these points, calculate the weighted score, then we add this weighted score. So total weighted score for site 1 will be 24 plus 20 plus 9 plus 11.25 plus 6.5 plus 4.25 plus 2.5. This comes out to be 77.5. Similarly, get weighted score for all the 3. Whichever has the highest is our first priority. So what will be our listing? Listing will be site 3, site 2, site 1. So ideally we should go for site 3. If there is some constraint because of which we cannot go to site 3, then site 2, then site 1. This is how we use the factor rating method to solve the problem. Let us go to the second method, that is known as our center of gravity method. What we do in center of gravity method? In center of gravity method, all demand points or supply points, if raw material is supplied from several locations, are represented in a Cartesian coordinate system. My friends would be aware with Cartesian coordinate system. Otherwise, let me tell you, it is that your XY axis system which we use in our mathematics, geography in our schools. You must have seen that. On a graph paper, we have x-axis, y-axis, and we have coordinates for each point. If still not clear, in example, I will show you how to read that system. Each demand or supply point will also have weights, which indicate the quantum of weight per unit time. In this context, it is possible to identify the center of gravity of various demand points. Locating the new facility at this point will be most appropriate. Center of gravity method merely indicates the ideal location on the grid map that would ensure that the weightage distance traveled on whole is minimal. So our aim is that we should travel a minimum of the weighted distance. However, location planners may have to include other practical consideration before making a final decision. There could be regulatory constraints in locating a factory. Sometimes it can happen that there is any regulatory constraint, any law which does not permits it. So sometime it can happen that your Cartesian system by this method, it gives you a location, but that comes out to be in residential area. You cannot have your factory in residential area. So such type of constraints can come. So in this, we have to evaluate multiple sites and select the best one of them. Now let us see this example. This familiar called Cartesian system, XY axis. So how to read a point? For example, if you have to read point A, on X axis it is 200. On y-axis it is 200, correct? So if you see in brackets it is giving weight of each point, and through graph we can know the coordinates. So let us plot for point B, and you can see the example. So point B is on x-axis it is 100, y-axis it is 500, weight is 105. So it will be 100, 500, 105. Like this we will have coordinates for each point. Now we need to get the weight. So your x coordinate, what will be x coordinate? 200. So for 4 points, 200 into the weight plus next into the weight, next into the weight, and then in down we will add all the weights. We get a weighted score of 238. Similarly in y we get a weighted score of 444. This is simple mathematics, my dear friends, but still if there is any doubt you can write in comment section. I will explain you the solution, how this has come in a very simple manner, but this is simple mathematics that is there, so we are not giving much of the time on this. So now this 238 and 444 which has come, this point, so let us locate. 238 will be somewhere over here, 444 will be somewhere over here. So we move this plus sign which I have made, this plus sign has come out to be a center of gravity. So see how we proceeded. We were given points A, B, C, D, there were weights. We calculated the Cartesian points. For example, point A was 200, 200 with a weight of 75. Then we calculated the center of gravity, that came out to be 238 and 444, which is located over here. Now we will see which is nearest. So we can see point B is the nearest. So first choice should be point B. If that is not feasible, then we go for next point, which is C. So hence and so forth. Let us move to next method, my dear friends. Third method is known as load distance method. So as opposed to center of gravity method, load distance method enables a location planner to evaluate two or more potential candidates for locating a proposed facility vis-a-vis demand or supply points. So vis-a-vis demand and supply points, we can evaluate two or more potential candidates in this method. Sorry. Load distance method provides an objective measure of total load distance for each potential candidate. Choosing the location with best load distance among this will satisfy the objective of identifying an appropriate location for the proposed facility. So how we find the distance measure? Simple distance formula, x coordinate minus your x whole square under the root, similarly for y, and then we multiply it with the weightage, that will give us the load distance. You will be easily able to relate it from this example. So see, just read this example. What this example is saying, we did an initial survey of possible sites. There were 4 candidates which were identified. The figure has location coordinates of the 4 candidates numbered 1 to 4. So see, there are A, B, C, D existing supply points. So for example, what is point A? Point A is this one, 125 on x-axis, 550 on y-axis with a weight of 200. And then there are 4 coordinates of facilities which are proposed. this blue dots. So existing supply points are in red dots, candidates are in blue dots. So for example, what is one is mid of this, so 300 and 500, 300, 500. So like this we have coordinates of proposed points and coordinates of supply points. Now we do the calculation part. So what is the distance between A and 1? X coordinates of it, my distance square plus y under the root. So this comes out to be 182. Again, this is simple mathematics calculation. If there is any confusion, you can let me know in comment section. I will solve it for you. So like this we calculate demand points of A, B, everything. So A is like 182, B is 111.8, C is 403, like this we calculate. Then here we have weight of this. Now we need to calculate the load distance. How to do that? So 182 into this weight of 200 plus this figure 111.8 into 450 plus this into this. Similar. You do this calculation. If there is any confusion, you are not able to solve it, write us in comment section. We will do the solution again. But this is simple mathematics distance formula calculation, so not spending much time on it. So load distance of 1 will be this particular figure, 224474.41. We write it here. Similarly, we will calculate for LD2, LD3, LD4. Now, the one which has minimum load distance is our ideal candidate. So we can see amongst them, this is number 1. If we were to rate which should be the another options, after this will be option number 3, then option number 4, and then option number 2. So this is what load distance method or load distance model is all about. So friends, these were 3 different methods for location planning, how we can plan our location. If there is any confusion in any particular method or you want us to give more examples, write in comment section. We will give you more examples. In next video, we will discuss about plant layout. So now we have decided, we started with what is operations, what is plant. We now discuss what is plant decision, how to take that. Now our site decision is confirmed. We know that in this particular city, this particular area, site is to be located. Now after location decision, now you will need to decide the layout of the plant. That we will do in our next video. So if there is any confusion in today's content, my dear friends, you can write in the comment section or our mail ID. We will definitely address it. If you are liking our content, please like our video, share and subscribe to MeDoStudy. Thank you. Take care. Good day.